Welcome back to Prince Bike Update, your go-to destination for the latest, sharpest, and most honest updates in the world of motorcycles. Today, we're diving deep into a bike that carries history on its tank and modern performance in its engine. I'm talking about the 2025 Moto Guzzi V7, a classic Italian roadster reborn for today's rider. So what makes the V7 stand out? First, it's the legacy. Moto Guzzi has been crafting motorcycles since 1921, and the V7 is one of their most iconic lines. It's always been about soul, simplicity, and that unmistakable transverse V-twin layout. For 2025, Moto Guzzi hasn't rewritten the formula, but they've refined it in all the right places. The 2025 Moto Guzzi V7 is powered by a 853cc transverse-mounted V-twin engine. This is the same engine architecture that defines Guzzi's name, but with some improvements over the previous model. It now produces 65 horsepower at 6,800 rpm and 73 Nm of torque at 5,000 rpm. Not jaw-dropping numbers if you're used to super sports. But that's not the point. The V7 is about usable power, real-world torque. Twist the throttle in third gear, and you'll feel a smooth, confident pull that's perfect for both city cruising and weekend getaways. This is a bike that wants to be ridden, not raced. It's calm, composed, and charismatic. The gearbox has been reworked for smoother shifting, and the shaft drive ES, no messy chain, delivers power seamlessly. It's quiet, it's clean, and it adds to the premium feel that you instantly get when you ride a Guzzi. Handling-wise, the V7 sits in that sweet middle ground between retro and refined. The steel twin cradle frame feels rigid and planted. Suspension duties are handled by 40mm telescopic front forks and twin rear shocks with preload adjustability. It's tuned more for comfort than sportiness, which matches the bike's laid-back character. Braking comes courtesy of Brembo, a single 320mm disc up front with a 4-piston caliper, and a 260mm disc at the rear. ABS comes standard, and it's non-intrusive. You won't be doing stoppies, but it's more than capable for the kind of riding this bike encourages. Now, let's talk about design, because this is where the V7 really earns its stripes. One look, and you know it's a Guzzi. That iconic eagle badge, the sculpted 21-liter fuel tank, the exposed V-twin. It's a blend of retro and industrial, with modern touches that feel organic, not forced. For 2025, Moto Guzzi is offering the V7 in a few classic colorways: Giallo Metallico, Nero Cinzio, and Grigio Alluminio. Each one looks like it rolled straight out of a vintage motorcycle magazine, but with modern paint quality and durability. The LED lighting, especially the daytime running light in the shape of the Moto Guzzi Eagle, is a nice contemporary touch. There's also a fully digital LCD display, minimalist but informative. It shows speed, RPM, gear indicator, trip data, and even smartphone connectivity if you install the Moto Guzzi Mia system. This tech suite is optional, but honestly, it's a smart addition if you're into ride logging, navigation, or music control from the cockpit. That's one way Moto Guzzi is blending tradition with innovation by giving riders options, not shoving tech down your throat. As for comfort, this is a very approachable bike. The seat height is just 780mm, which makes it accessible to a wide range of riders. The ergonomics are relaxed, with slightly forward foot controls and a wide, upright handlebar. Long rides don't feel punishing, and thanks to that torque-rich engine, you don't need to rev it to the moon to make progress. And if we're talking about sound, oh man, that Guzzi twin has a voice. It doesn't scream, it rumbles. Deep, warm, mechanical. It's the kind of engine note that doesn't get old, even on longer rides. With the optional aero exhaust, it gets even throatier without being obnoxious. Now let's talk numbers. In Europe, the 2025 Moto Guzzi V7 is priced at around a negation 9,200 to a negation 9,800 depending on trim and accessories. In the US, it's expected to retail around $9,490. That puts it right in competition with bikes like the Triumph Bonneville T100 or the Royal Enfield Interceptor 650A, but with the bonus of shaft drive, Italian styling, and that unique sideways V-twin charm. So, Who is this bike for? It's not for the spec sheet chasers. It's not for the quarter-mile racers. It's for riders who appreciate character, who care about craftsmanship, who want a bike that feels alive even when it's standing still. The 2025 Moto Guzzi V7 isn't trying to be the fastest, the lightest, or the most advanced. It's trying to be right. And honestly, it nails it. If you're into heritage, but want everyday reliability, a broken bar. If you want timeless design with just enough modern tech, a broken bar. And if you're the kind of rider who rides for joy, not just speed, then the V7 might just be your next bike. That's it for today's deep dive on the 2025 Moto Guzzi V7. Let me know what you think in the comments. Would you choose the V7 over something like the Bonneville or Re-Interceptor? Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell if you want more reviews like this, only here on Prince Bike Update. Ride safe, and I'll see you in the next one.